what I see is people fall into one of two camps. Either, on one hand, they generally turn away from the state of affairs, limit their engagement, limit their exposure to the news, so on and so forth, because it's just too painful and it seems like it's not going to get anywhere, not going to accomplish anything. So that's on the one side. And then the other side, people get involved. They tend to get really involved. A lot of the fuel for people who are activists and engaged on a regular basis is anger. And it burns hot and it burns out quick. So people get burnt out, and exposing ourselves to the suffering that is all around us is just way too much really fast. So you've got these two, it's like a rock and a hard place, right? How can we hold the emotional information that comes in when we expose ourselves to the world in this way, to the suffering of the world, without getting blown out, so that we don't need to turn away? This is where mindfulness has a lot to say and a lot to offer. Basically, what we're doing is cultivating a relationship with emotion on a body level, so we can feel what arises as it's arising and allow it to flow. So it's not like we're not going to feel pain, it's not like we're not going to feel sadness, fear, anger, but it gets to move through us. So basically we're changing our relationship with it from one where we're resisting these sensations to one where we're so fully allowing them that they just come and go like waves. And then when we're engaging with the world, we have more energy to do that because there's less resistance in the system. Because it wasn't so much that we couldn't bear to feel sadness or couldn't bear to feel fear or anger. The energy drain comes from the resistance. So we learn to loosen the resistance. Let's give it a try. I don't have a bell with me, so I'm using Insight Timer. So you can do this practice eyes open or closed. Starting out, just settle into your body. What I mean by that is bring some attention to the way your body feels right now. Noticing and relaxing any unnecessary muscle tension. You might know those spots that are habitually tight for you, the neck, the shoulders, the jaw. Just loosening and replacing the tension with balance. So we're not tensing to hold our bodies upright, we're just sort of stacked in place. Now bring your attention to the areas of the body where emotion presents. So for most people this is going to be the front of the torso, the front of the throat, and the face. Might even be the insides of the arms and legs. So we're spreading attention across the surface of the body in those areas. Looking for sensations that are generally subtle, vibratory, tingly, emotion related to the present moment, and emotion that's driven by thinking tends to wash over the surface of the body in those areas, comes and goes in waves. You might also notice emotional centers deeper in your body, tightnesses. You can just let those go on in the background and really focus on the subtle surface stuff this time. If in a given moment you notice an emotion and you recognize what it is, you can label it by name. So you'll label the emotion sadness, surprise, whatever it is. And pour your attention into the sensations that make it up, just for a second or two. If in a given moment you notice something that seems to be emotional, but you're not sure what it is, you can use the label something. And again, just stay with the sensations for a few seconds. And if in a given moment you don't notice any emotional sensations, you can use the label rest. And again, pour your attention into the sensations of rest, the sensations of calm in the body. And there's nothing you need to change to make happen or stop from happening, so if you're feeling nothing, that's fine. Just staying with the sensations of rest in the body. If you're feeling intense emotion, stay with those sensations too and see if you can notice any change over time. Maybe a rising and falling intensity. So we're working on really paying careful attention to the sensations and also staying really relaxed. Keeping the body loose, allowing things to come and go. No big deal. And it can be somewhat uncomfortable as we learn to relax our relationship with these feelings. But if you ever notice that it just feels like too much, not productive, it's totally fine to back off. You can place your attention in a neutral part of the body, like feeling your hands or feet, or spreading your attention into the space of sound in the room or wherever you are. This is a way of cooling off. So of course you're free to go about your life in whatever way feels right. This is not so much an encouragement about a specific path of action as it is a tool to help you in whatever action you choose to take or not take in the world. And that's sort of what mindfulness is for. I hope it helps. Good work. And if you want to find out more, there's a lot of information on my website, www.insightmeditationsupport.org. Feel free to reach out. I'm always happy to hear from people. Thanks.